Hey everyone, Trucker John here. So, I've upgraded, I've got my truck. I'm on my very first route. And what a coincidence, my very first route that they put me on is the very same shipper that I went to on my very first trip out of PSD with David back in September. So I'm starting right back where all that ice and snow I was just walking on. Yes, I just started right back where I began several months ago. Yeah, different experience this time though. All right, so leaving outbound from the Salt Lake City yard. As a company driver, you're not supposed to bobtail. However, there were no trailers available inside the yard, and it was going to be several hours before any became available. So my dispatcher sent me about 50 miles down the road bobtailing to pick up an empty trailer. So on my way out of outbound, they gave me all the necessary documents I need, like com data checks, trip sheets, all the documentation stuff that I need. So I'm going to talk about this real quick because no one explained it to me, or I dismissed it in training. When you leave, there's a checklist, right? So the parts department is going to give you oil, windshield wiper fluid, spare wipers, fuses, all that kind of stuff you put in your truck. Then you're supposed to go to the Prime store and you're supposed to purchase several different things. Okay, there's load locks that go on the trailer, locks for the load locks, a stamp for your detention pay, all this kind of stuff. They make you pay for it. And then, as a surprise, and I didn't know this, leaving through outbound, they threw snow chains into the, well, they gave me snow chains. I threw them into the compartment behind the cab. 4 sets. There's 4 chains, 4 sets of chains. And then they gave, what else did they give? Oh yeah, that's what they gave me, the com data checks and all that. Then they filled me up. They fueled me. So where I was kind of shocked was they handed me a receipt. So they charged me for all that stuff. And I was like, why am I being charged for snow chains and other equipment? And again, maybe I missed that somewhere. Maybe it was explained and I didn't hear it. I don't know. But I was a little upset. I called my fleet manager. I said, hey man, why am I being charged for snow chains and equipment that should be already on the truck? And I guess that's just the way it is. It's really kind of weird. It's a little upsetting. So I'm gonna say that's a shame on Prime for that. If it's required that a truck should have certain equipment, they should just provide it. I don't know. I just don't feel as a company driver I should be purchasing stuff for the truck that I can't really take off the truck with me when I leave. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. So I drove down about 50 miles, bobtailed, to pick this empty trailer that I have right now. And then I drove 150 miles to this receiver. So I'm at the receiver, and I go check in. I do everything. Theo taught me well, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I march in there, and it's the receiver I was at the very first time in PSD, so I even know where to go and who to talk to and what to do, what paperwork to sign. Get all that done, and I talked to the lady there. And she says, so our products are really behind, and we have a large line of trucks ahead of you. It's going to take 24 to 34 hours before we get you loaded. I'm trying to get home, first of all. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal because I do get detention pay. And this facility here pays 85 cents per minute. So basically $50 an hour just for me to sit and wait. If I got to wait 24 hours at $50 an hour, there's a cutoff. It won't be, continuous pay like that, but you're still looking, $300, $400, $500 for detention pay. So I'm not going to complain, other than the fact that I want to go home and I don't want to stay here for a day and a half. So I let dispatch know. So dispatch is like, oh heck no. The problem is where I'm at here in Utah is in the middle of nowhere. There's no other shippers or receivers around. So I'm about to deadhead right now, all the way back to the Salt Lake City terminal, which is about 150 miles from where I'm at. You know, I get paid by the mile, so I'm not really taking a loss here. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So right out of the get-go, kind of run into a little bit of an issue. Kind of got rubbed the wrong way. Speaking of my fleet manager, really cool guy, lots of experience, several years of experience. So I feel really confident that he's going to take care of me. I was a little disappointed in one thing he told me. You know, I got on the truck, I got logged in and everything, and I said, hey, look, you know, I've been home only 3 days in the last 3 months. I would really like to get home and spend, you know, 4, 5, 6 days. Just take some time off. He's like, well, usually when a student comes out of TNT and gets right on the truck, we have them run for 2 weeks before we have them take any time off, and you can only take 4 days off. And just for him to come out of the gate like that really kind of irritated me a little. So I told him, no, I've been gone from home for 3 months. I'm going home. Send me home. I need a load going home. So I kind of pushed back a little bit, which I don't like doing. But I had to kind of stand my ground on that. You know, I've been on this dang road for a long time, and I do get 1 day for every week I'm gone. So if I've been gone for 14 weeks minus 3 days, okay, I could take probably 10 days at least off if I wanted to, and I'm not even asking for that. I'm only asking 4 or 5 days, you know. So he agreed, you know. I made him realize that, and so yeah, he's, you know, he's trying to get me home. He's doing the right thing now. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I'll keep you updated. My first week out. Here we go. Alright, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Bearded Fat Man. Happy belated birthday to you, buddy. Also, I want to give a special congratulations to Eric and Jenna over at Driver Lineup. They just got engaged. That's super exciting. It's a new little journey that they're about to embark on. Eric and Jenna, I've been married for 20 years, so if you need some advice about marriage, don't ask me. I'm just winging it. I don't know nothing. And Jeffro, the wannabe trucker, sent me a message saying that his parents just got done watching all my videos and they're big fans and they love me. Hey, shout out to you guys if you're watching this, which you probably are. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. And yeah, Jeffro's in good hands with Prime. He's going to do just fine. Alright, we got some catching up to do. I have not been able to document much of what I've been doing for the last 24 hours. I've been pretty busy, and I'm going to show you here in a second what I mean. Last I explained, I was at that shipper in the middle of nowhere in Utah that was going to have me sit for 24 or 34 hours. So I went back. On my way back to Salt Lake City terminal, I got a message to go to a shipper in Salt Lake City. So instead of going to the terminal, I went to the shipper in Salt Lake City. I wasn't supposed to be there till 2 in the morning. I got there like 9 at night the night before, and they started loading me right away. So that was pretty cool. So I was like in and out of there in like an hour and a half. Problem was my hours were already so low, and I didn't have much of anything I could do. I couldn't really drive too much. My 14 hours was shot. Had drive hours, just no. My 14-hour day hours were gone. So I basically had to drive to the Salt Lake City terminal just to sleep. So I stopped there, I slept. Once my hours reset back to normal, I went outbound and took off. I drove pretty much nonstop. I had to stop to take my 30-minute break when I put fuel. Kept on driving. I drove from Salt Lake City all the way to Hesperia, California. Pretty much in one shot, except for my 30-minute break when I had to put fuel. So needless to say, I'm pretty tired. It's a little over 600 miles. Hey, let me show you what I mean by how busy I was. So there's my clock. So that's the 14 hours I was talking about the other day. That was completely gone, so I couldn't do much. So today, look at that. I left Salt Lake City in the morning, so I basically have 18 minutes left for my 11-hour drive time. And that's not it. Let me show you here. So there, I drove 602 miles total. So that's not too bad. I could have been a little faster, but two things. One, I'm in a company truck, and yes, it is governed, so I can't go more than 58 miles per hour while hitting the accelerator. If I hit cruise control, I can get it up to 62. But I've noticed that if I keep it right at 60, which is what I would normally do anyway, I was pushing about 9.8 to 10 miles per gallon, which is amazing. So I just left it right at 60. And of course, when I hit California, speed limit for us is 55. So that slowed me down even more. If I was in Theo's truck and I could do 65 the whole time, I definitely could have gotten here a little quicker. But it doesn't matter because it was a drop and hook. I had no appointment time. It was a Walmart distribution center. So I dropped it, picked up this empty that I'm hooked up to now. Now my issue was I was 18 minutes of drive time is all I had left. So I had 18 minutes to find the nearest truck stop. And I'm sorry, it's not Hesperia, California. It was Apple Valley, just right outside of Hesperia, right outside of Barstow. Between Barstow and Hesperia, sorry. So anyways, so I go on to a couple of my trucking apps, which I need to do a video on apps. I've gone to a couple of my trucking apps to find out where's the nearest truck stops that actually have parking this time of night, because once the sun goes down, man, you cannot find truck parking. You're stuck on the side of the road somewhere, which I did not want to do. For one, I don't know the area, and two, I'm hungry, want to find something to eat. And I don't have my microwave or fridge yet, so I need to get some fast food, unfortunately. So anyways, the nearest truck stop was like 35 miles away, which took me about 45 to 50 minutes to get here. So I had to hit personal convenience, and I came over here on, that's why I was able to save the 18 minutes. Basically, came over here on personal convenience. So I'm here at Love's outside of Bayron, California. On my way to my second load, guys. I'm going to Bakersfield. Gonna pick up in Bakersfield, and I'm gonna head up to Tracy. I'm gonna drop it off in Tracy. It's got like 2.5 days on it to be delivered, and it's only gonna take me less than a day to drive up there. So I need to call my dispatcher and ask him when he's in the morning, am I dropping this off? Am I waiting to unload it 2.5 days from now when I'm 30 miles from home? What's up with that? So I got to find out. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, so Tracy's not far from my house at all. Without traffic, it takes no time to get there. It's pretty quick. So that's where we're at. Yeah, beautiful view coming through the canyons from Utah. You go through like the little corner crack end of Arizona before you get into Nevada, north of Las Vegas. Beautiful canyons. That little video I showed you just doesn't do justice. But I do have a little surprise coming up soon. I have a new camera that I'm going to debut here pretty soon. That probably got a pretty good shot of it. And I'm going to do that as a standalone video. It's not going to be part of this video, so watch out for that. All right, I'm rambling. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is a brand new Love's. There's plenty of parking. So if you're passing through the 58 in California to Bayron, California, this is a brand new Love's. I'm saying that because it didn't even show up on the map. I don't know how new it is, but it looks new. It looks pretty new. There's a ton of parking. It's in the middle of nowhere, so this place is very convenient if you're in the area. Highway 58, California, between Barstow and like going to Tehachapi up the hill there. And good morning. So we are here in Bakersfield, California. It's about a hour and a half to 2 hour drive coming over the Tehachapi mountain. No traffic, and that was light because I was empty, so I was able to get up and over that hill, no problem at all. It still kind of amazes me how some of these truck drivers, man, they'll come down a hill going 60 some miles an hour, and first of all, that's going way over there what the speed limit is, and
attention, a new
it's just not safe.
message has arrived.
You know, there's been many times where I'm coming down the hill doing what I'm supposed to, using my Jake brakes. I don't hit my brakes at all coming down the hill. You know, I just hit my gear and the speed I need to be at. And, you know, these guys will pass me, and almost every single time I come down a mountain, somebody will pass me. I get to the end of the mountain and they're pulled over to the side with their brakes smoking, or they're pulled over for whatever reason. So it's like, man, so I don't know if they just don't learn their lesson, or they're new. I mean, I'm new and I know, so I don't know. Anyways, just don't run into me, okay? Don't hit me and don't kill anyone. Just, you know, if you want to screw up your truck, that's on you. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm getting loaded with some ice cream, heading to Costco up in Tracy, California. So once I get up there, I'm actually going to take a quick detour and try and park closer to home, because this is not going to be due until the 11th, which is like a day and a half, 2 days from now, where I'm sitting. So I don't want to go sit, 30 miles from home for a day and a half when I could be at home, and I'm actually scheduled to be home. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go drive home. I can park my truck near my house, so I can keep an eye on it. It's right there, so it's not a big deal. And it's in a pretty exclusive neighborhood where no one's going to bother it, and I'll be all right. So anyways, I'll, head over and drop it off on the due date, and then come back home and spend the rest of my time off. So I'm going to kind of count it as one of my days off. So that's cool. Kids will get to jump into the truck and, take them around the block or something, have some fun. Let them honk the air horn, all that good stuff the kids like to do. They're teenagers, but they'll still like it. So that's where we're at. I'll try and do one more quick update before I end this video. Just want to let you know, how my first run is going as a solo driver, and so far it's going great. Started off a little nervous, like I said, a little stressful with some info and things that were kind of sprung on me, but I'm over it. I'm having a great time out here on the road. I'm bumping my music. I kind of moved into my own little space here. By the time I'm done with my home time, I'll have my truck pretty much set up the way I want it. I'm going to buy a fridge and a microwave and everything I need, and clean it a little better the way I want it to be. And then I'll give you guys a quick little tour. So I'll try and include that in this video. If not, for sure I'll be in the next one. All right, I'm here in Patterson, California. Sorry, the reefer's on, so it's kind of loud. Putting some fuel in real quick. Just wanted to say, man, you can feel when you're almost home. It feels pretty good. And if you're from California, maybe this will make sense to you, or if you are from somewhere else, which you are. When I get to California, I can just feel it in the air. The climate is just different. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just the smell, the feeling of the sun, everything just feels different when I'm back home in California, which is probably why it's such a popular place to live, which is also why it's very expensive. I got louder because it knows I'm talking. So anyways, I'm almost home. I think I'm going to continue this video throughout my entire time off, so this might jump around just a little bit. And my fuel's done. Alright, so I finally made it home. So I was able to go deliver over at the Costco warehouse in Tracy. My appointment was at 12 noon, and they said, well, we don't take any frozen deliveries. I had ice cream. Until after, we don't take deliveries after 6 a.m. So it has to be between midnight and 6 a.m. So I was dispatched to be there by 12 noon when they should have said, midnight. So anyways, I had to come back at 1 o'clock the next morning to deliver that Costco load. And I got detention pay for that entire time frame, so no big deal. And so now I'm home. I dropped my trailer off at one of our drop yards here. We have a couple here in the Bay Area. Dropped off my trailer. It was really simple. Just dropped it off and drove down to my house here. So now I'm gonna spend like 3-4 days with the family. I stopped and got a brand new fridge and a microwave, and got some beddings and everything. This is a Whirlpool. Got an air freshener. Make it smell good in here. So I got my Whirlpool. Got a new microwave, got my snacks, got some beddings for my bed, and that was my sleeping bag I've been using. So that's for the top bunk. And I picked up a guitar. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to learn how to play since I have some spare time. Got all my food, got some stuff up there. Yeah, my closet. Got my clothes hanging. Got that water jug. That way, if I make top ramen, so I'm gonna have water here in the truck. I need to wash my hands. I could actually drink it as drinking water, but that's basically gonna be, I use bottled water for drinking, Gatorade, that kind of stuff. I don't drink soda. Don't drink anything with carbonation in it. That's just me. So yeah, I'll wash it. Wash my hands with that water. I have a water basin to catch the water. Brush my teeth. That kind of. It's kind of like a little sink in the kitchen right there for me. So yeah. Gonna spend some time. All right, so I think I've come up with a name for my truck. So I got a lot of great suggestions. Everyone was really awesome with their, where's my camera? There it is. A lot of awesome suggestions, and it was really hard to decide off of everything that I've received. The number one suggestion that I got was Graybeard. And I was kind of wondering, were they trying to give me a name or the truck a name? So anyways, so Graybeard was the number one suggestion. So I'm going to kind of go with that, but I'm going to mix it up just a little. I've had a few people say I should call it the Flying Dutchman. And I thought, oh, that's kind of fitting too. I like that. I'm a big Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney Pirates of the Caribbean fan, and the Flying Dutchman was definitely there. So yeah, so I am going to kind of mix up those two names, and I'm going to go with the Gray Dutchman. So there you have it. That's the name of my truck, the Gray Dutchman. All right, so I'm gonna come spend some time with family here, get some rest, get my truck nice and clean the way I like it, and we're gonna move on with this adventure. So I really look forward to sharing this with everybody. And hey, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. So that's awesome. If you're seeing a commercial before, after, or during this, yeah, I made it. I'm here. I got my 1,000 subscribers. I'm monetized, so that's awesome. Very exciting. I'm definitely going to use that money to put right back into this channel for equipment, buying better cameras. Yeah, it's going to take a while. You can't make money right away on YouTube. It takes time. But that's what I would do with those funds. Speaking of that, if you did want to donate, link down below. There's a PayPal account and also a Cash App link. If you want to donate anything to this channel, it's not to me, it's to the Trucker John channel. Again, it goes to all the equipment that I use to create this channel. And if you would like to mail me something, I do have a mailbox now at the one of the Prime locations. And I will put that address in the link below. The address is Prime Inc. through 3720 West 800 South, Salt Lake City, Utah 84104, mailbox number 8. Okay, mailbox number 8, John Clary, Trucker John. Again, I'll put that info below. So if you want to send me anything, if you want to, me to give you a shout out here on YouTube, or if there's something you want me to review, or if you just want to send me something cool, if you want to send me some pirate themed stuff to put into the truck, I'll definitely appreciate that. And I just want to show you guys real quick my little setup here. See how my truck navigation. That's where I have my phone mount set up. I was going to hook it to the windshield, but I don't like a lot of stuff on the windshield. I don't like anything on the dashboard, really. I like to have that nice clean look. So I was able to mount it right there. And then I just stick my phone right there, which is great because it's kind of out of my way. It's not distracting. I don't really use it anyways when I'm driving. I have it connected via Bluetooth to my radio, so I can listen to Pandora through the stereo, answer phone calls, things like that. And I also have my my Bluetooth earphones in case I need to make a phone call. And that's basically everything there. Oh, I have my dash cam. I got a dash cam there, and I ran the wire for both my GPS and the dash cam along the back of the dash and above the headliner there, and down the side pillar. And then I just this part right here is removable. Pop that out, and I have a charger that connects both of those units and my phone behind this panel, so everything's kind of hidden. Gives a nice little clean look there, so there's not a bunch of wires hanging everywhere. It's nice and neat and clean. Got my hand sanitizer. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. And I got a TV dinner table. So that way when I'm cooking or if I have a meal or something, I have something more comfortable to sit on. I also have a camping chair, so if I want to eat outside, I'm not always cooped up here in the truck. Oh, and I wanted to show these to you guys real quick. So yeah, as you can see, I am a Pirates fan. When I used to work for Disney, they would put your favorite characters on your name tags, the Disney store. So there I have Captain Barbossa, Jack Sparrow. Should be Captain Jack Sparrow. And I have Captain Hook and Goofy. I don't think Goofy was ever a pirate. I'm not sure. But anyways, that was my very first name tag ever when I worked for Disney. They just said, hey, pick a character. It's like, well, Goofy. I went with one of the originals. Then after that, I was like, well, I like pirates. Let me get all pirate names. So anyways, all right, so that's going to do it for this week, you guys. Thanks again for tagging along. And yeah, I have a few more surprises coming up here in the next week, so I'm excited for that. All right, I'll see you guys down the road. Bye. This is what I get when I come home. Get a beautiful wife cooking some amazing food. What are you making, baby?
Pork barbecue.
Pork barbecue. Is that a Filipino dish?
So I'm gonna make sisig out of it.
Ooh, sisig. One of my favorites.